valuing water means access or guaranteeing access, then it becomes very important. I'll try and explain it using something that I've experienced. So I come from a place where sometimes, you have 3 weeks where water doesn't come out of the taps, and people have to try and find alternative means, and that might mean if you have cars, then you can get it from far away. But if you don't, then that means that you have to there's some boreholes in dodgy places, and you have to have people that help you to get that water. And that's more costly than water coming out of your tap. So I think even for the poorest of the poor, if valuing water means access to water all the time, as in water flows every time, all the time, then valuing water becomes important, especially for it to actually realize that basic right, I guess.
And in your own work, how have you seen these principles or these values? How have they applied to the work that you do?
So I part-time I teach at the University of the Western Cape, and it's a course on water demand management, but it focuses mainly on access to urban water. And some of the stories or some of the case studies we have are case studies from urban poor areas, really focusing on the urban poor. And you look at how the cost of water, for example, is very high for them, mainly because they don't have access to the taps. And it's cheaper, or it's easier for people in rich areas in the same cities to have access, and it's cheaper for them to have that access. So that becomes important. I think if you're going to talk about access to water in urban areas or full urban areas, then valuing water becomes important, especially understanding that the urban poor in most cases are poorly poorer than the rural poor.
Okay. And then if you have one message to this high-level panel on water, you've heard some discussions today, what would be your one message to the high-level panel on water?
Can we stop talking and get doing things and actually make changes and have proper changes for people on the ground? I think if we move beyond high-level panel that sits around and talks and actually have people having access to water, at least basic water, and this is small water, it's not big water for a dam, for irrigation. If we can get that happening, then I think the high-level panel would have been a success.